All right, hello, my name is Mr. Whyzguy, and as you can see, this is my channel. Do what's on screen. Thank you very much. We're gonna be watching Rad Feminist instantly quits debate after hearing Destiny's logic. And yeah, so sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy this very short clip.
We're talking about like pornography and prostitution. Like if you want to say, I'm not a big fan of prostitution because it seems like there's a lot of trafficking involved, even in places where it's legalized, like Germany, which is true. That's a lot different than saying, I don't like all of the sex industry because there's trafficking everywhere. When we look at things like OnlyFans, that's largely empowering to the women that work there and don't have anywhere near the amount of trafficking going on as what's going to happen in like a shady brothel in Europe. I think that these are now
I think OnlyFans is largely empowering to women.
I understand. I know. Hold on. I'm
sweeping generalization that
but
cannot be proven to be.
You've been doing sweeping generalizations this entire time. Like, get out of here.
True.
Yeah, but you're making a sweeping generalization
Wow.
of OnlyFans and you're roping in prostitution.
I'm talking about porn.
I didn't even know he was going to say that right after that. Okay, cool.
You're the one who's hyper focusing on OnlyFans. Like I'm saying, the porn industry. So most of what
There's your generalization right there. Oh, you're just generalizing. Blah, 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 blah. And then we're going, oh, I'm talking about the industry. Which is a sweeping generalization of all the things that you're talking about right now. And then when he does, he's like, no, you can't do that. Oh, no. Oh.
what we see on Pornhub
Gotcha.
is graphic pornography.
Okay.
It's mostly dehumanizing. It's mostly misogynist. There's tons of racism. There's tons of like incest porn. There's tons of barely legal porn. And they are sex acts. Like there are women who are getting paid to perform sex acts that they wouldn't otherwise be doing. So many women in these videos.
Are you sure about that? Oh, this gets into the basically the deep disconnection between him and her.
Are being exploited, abused, hurt, coerced. You know, they sign a contract and then they get pushed into doing all
Sure.
sorts of
Okay.
things
Hold on. Okay.
that
Let's.
they
Okay.
don't
Wait.
want
Let's.
to do.
Okay. Hold on. Let's do one thing at a time. Okay. So, is there some level of okay? If there's some level of exploitation, arguably yes, in any job, right? When you work a job, you're usually doing things you wouldn't want to.
I think this is the part where she hates. Like now it seems like he's comparing every job to that job. And I think she's gonna have a problem with that because you can't compare that job with every other type of job out there. And a job is you do something for exchange of money. That's what a job is. And she's like, that job specifically is inherently exploitative. And he's trying to understand why is that job inherently exploitative versus all the other jobs not being inherently exploitative. Like you're still getting money for doing something in return. Just because that something is a different one, I think that's the reason. But then he actually goes even more in depth. He dives a level deeper, and he's like, okay, then what if it wasn't a female and it was a male doing that instead? And I think she says that it's a bit more complicated. Like she can't give a definite yes or no answer, and that's when I'm like, okay, she's just basing that. She has that. She doesn't have a principled argument towards that. It's just a loosey-goosey thing where people just have like a fake position. Oh no, we can't do it because it's a different person. I'm like, okay, then you don't have a principled position. You just have an emotional type of position, which is not as which is fine to have, but it's just an opinion at that point. Like, okay, cool.
Be doing otherwise in exchange for money. That's why people give you money for it. That's why they're called jobs.
Okay, so you made it to the end. I'm just here to remind you to don't be disrespectful and throw a comment down below because you left without saying anything, and that's not cool. Remember to do things on the screen right now, and thanks for watching. This is an automated system, by the way.